was writing for James Haskell. He was a fan for Marilyn Monroe. He have a lot of pictures with her, and he dedicated in this book. And this is just a summary about, with a lot of pictures about her life. This is Marilyn Monroe. She always used the red lipstick in her mouth. The first that we have to know is he born in California, Los Angeles, California. We are here in New York, and this is the other side to the United States. This is Marilyn Monroe. This lady was her mother, and this was her father. And date of birth was in 1926, and her mother's name was Gladys, and her real father's name was Stanley Gifford, because the people have a confused about her real father, because Gladys was married with Marilyn Monroe, but he cheating on her with the Stanley Gifford. But Marilyn never saw his real father. And she had two brothers, one a little sister and a brother, but the brother died tragically. And Marilyn Monroe was a model, actress, was a singer, film producer, and comedian. This is Marilyn Monroe when she was a child and when she was adolescent. We can see that her blonde hair is fake because she was with dark brown, and then she dyed her hair with red and then the blonde hair. And he grew up in an orphan because her mother became a little bit crazy, and she spent all her life in a hospital, like her grandmother, and no, like her grandfather. I took this quote from Marilyn Monroe. I can read, I don't know. It's about her dream when she was in an orphan. He was thinking about what is going to be about her life in the future. He was wondering about, he wants to act in the TV, he wants to sing, and this thinking became true. So this quote was in 1955 that the writer wrote this quote about her. This was Marilyn Monroe in her adolescence. This also was, in this picture, Marilyn Monroe had 15 years old, and she had brown hair. She was her. We have to know that Marilyn Monroe is not the real name. Her real name was Norman Jean Monterson, but also she Norman Jean Baker, because he was a lot of problem with the last name with mother and her real father. Or the first one was Norman Jean Monroe. Monroe was the real last name from the mother. Jean Norman, he used it to appear in magazine, and Norman Jean Doherty was the last name about her first marriage. Marilyn Monroe is only the name for artist name. The Marilyn DiMaggio was the second marriage, DiMaggio. Marilyn Miller was the first and the last marriage from Marilyn Monroe. between 1944. Marilyn Monroe was a sexy lady. Really enjoyed dress bathing. bathing. She took a lot of pictures. She appeared in magazine, in newspaper and television, and she really enjoyed her career. This is another picture about she in the beach and the step, and he was the first marriage with James. Her nickname is Jimmy, and she got married when she was 16 years old, but it's not so strange because her mother got married when she was 14, so, and her grandmother too, so it's problem with the past of her parents. And he was the second marriage. He was very handsome and he was a baseball player. We never know the final of this relation because he broke up many times with him and returned hanging out with him in the final of her life. So he was the first marriage. Arthur Miller, he was very famous filmmaker. He was writing movie.
Plays and novels.
Yeah. And also, she was dating with this large list.
So like a blacklist.
65 people and 3 names of women. So we don't know really one. I put in blue the people that was very important, like Elvis Presley. He won one time, but Elvis probably told to the newspaper that Marilyn Monroe was too short for him. So I don't know if it's true, but the people say that. Marilyn Monroe was a famous actress. This is Marilyn Monroe with him. Well, the relationship was 1955, and then we have Charlie Spencer Chaplin. He was the son of Charlie Chaplin. So he's not so handsome like his father, but he's another man for Marilyn Monroe. And we have Frank Sinatra. This is the number. This is the last one. He was famous singer. We have also John F. Kennedy. We all know was the president of the United States, and his brother the next year. And the name in red are the husband. So Marilyn Monroe enjoyed very well the man, the group man was the first fan of this amazing actress. This was in 1954. Marilyn Monroe interrupted her honeymoon with DiMaggio to go to this activity. And this is a large big list about the movie that Marilyn Monroe did, and this is a collage from different magazines that Marilyn Monroe appeared in her life. And I have a different picture about the 7 years each because it was very important in 1955, and the Mystic in 1961 because the Miller wrote this movie for her. This could be we can say that it was the last movie that Marilyn Monroe appeared, because the last one don't finish because she dead. This is the 7-year inch. This picture was in Harlem. I'm very impressed about that because I live close to Harlem, in Harlem. So the major broke up with her because she's showing all her underwear. So. She was the Mystic in 1960. He really looked like Madonna. Or Madonna tried to be like her. This is another picture about the last movie. We can see the curve, her body curve. It was very beautiful. And she died in 1962. She only had 36 years old, and the people say different thing about her died because the people say maybe it was some overdoses. He took a lot of medicine, and nobody know if somebody went to her house and tried to make the scenario to be a suicide. And the second one was because he was dating with Kennedy and two brothers, and was very difficult, and she know a lot of secret from the government. So we don't know exactly who killed her or what happened. We never going to know. So because she was naked in the bed and with the telephone in the hand, and nobody know who tried to call her, or. And this was another picture in LaGuardia Airport in New York in 1958. This car was